Today's episode of the Riderflex podcast is sponsored by our friends at Scratch Labs. They help humans who work hard by making functional food products that include what the body needs to perform. Every ingredient has a function, and they don't use anything artificial, ever. Making it from scratch means better taste, being real, and uncompromised performance. Visit them at scratchlabs.com. On today's episode of the Riderflex podcast, your closing arguments for the job interview. The closing statement, if you will, or the power statement right there at the end. What do you say to convince the interviewer that you're the one? I'm so amazed. Most people I interview, when I say, "So Mary, is there anything else you want to share with me?" Or if I say, "So Johnny, do you have any questions for us?" I mean, that's a sign the interview's almost over, right? So that's your chance. That's when you deliver the power statement. Prepare one, practice it. What should be in that power statement? I think 3 things. Number 1, highlight any major accomplishment that ties to the job you're interviewing for. Even if you talked about that accomplishment earlier in the interview, highlight it one more time. For example, if you're interviewing for a VP of sales, tell them one more time. You took sales from 1 million to 10 million. Just highlight it one more time at the end. The second piece of the closing arguments should be you expressing why you think you're the perfect candidate for the job. Just tell them, this is why I think I'm perfect for this job. This is why I think I'm a good fit and why I want the job. So you express that one more time. And then finally, let them know what you're going to do for the company. What are you going to do for the interviewer and the company? How are you going to help them? That's what they really want to know. Like, what are you going to do for them? They do want to know, all these things that you accomplished in your past, sure. But really, what they want to know is, what are you going to do for them now, moving forward? So include that in your closing statement. Make sure they know what you're going to deliver and what you're planning on giving them, how you're going to help them. There you go. So really 3 buckets in your closing arguments. Highlight major accomplishments that tie back to the job. Express again why you think you're the perfect fit, and tell them what you're going to do for them and how you're going to help them. Those 3 things. Always have closing arguments ready. Always deliver it. When the interviewer says, "So Johnny, do you have any questions for me?" Boom, that's your moment. That's when you deliver your closing statement. And make sure it's emotional, okay? Be powerful with it. Be confident with it. If you deliver good closing arguments, you're going to give yourself a much better chance to land the job. And there is your Riderflex tip of the day. The Riderflex podcast features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. Our show can be heard just about anywhere these days, but you can visit riderflex.com and click on the podcast page to hear all the previous episodes and learn more about the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Contact us at the email address info@riderflex.com or 888-964-5876. Thanks so much for listening, and if you enjoy our show, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and like the episodes.